This is PonyToast from Celestia Radio. I'm actually here with Peter New.
Hi.
Peter, I really appreciate the time here. I've just got a couple of questions. The first one that I really have for you is, first off, you played a lot of different parts in a lot of different ways. What is your favorite role you've ever portrayed?
You know what? It is Big Macintosh. I adore him. And I think right from the moment I had the audition, I thought, oh, I get this joke. I like this. The wise guy, or no, not wise guy, but the very wise character that says nothing. I really dig that sense of humor, and so I bonded with the material very easily. And so, and I get a thrill every time I get to go in and say, yep, that's it. I have a good time.
How many takes does that take to do that? Do they try and have you say it a very particular way, or is it just?
I usually, I get the script, and so I see the context, and then I'll go in and I'll usually just give them 3 in a row. But every now and then they aren't happy with the 3, and I have to give them more. But usually I just go, yep. Yep. And give them just a couple slight variations, and they just choose the one they like.
Cool. Big Macintosh is one of the very few recurring male characters. How do you think that really deals with the community as far as the community being mostly male?
I don't really rephrase the question for me.
Do you think that really? How do you think that kind of character becomes more relatable to people? Is it just a gender thing, or is it?
Well, look, I don't think that. I think it's pretty clear at this point that the gender thing doesn't really come into play for the fan base. I think that if you look at the characters that are the most popular ones on the show, it's not the male ones. I just don't think it's an issue. Obviously, I think that Big Mac obviously has his fans, but I don't think. It's one of the most beautiful things about this community and this fan base is that they are breaking down gender barriers, and I think they relate to the characters as people first and as gender second. And I think that's interesting and progressive.
Okay. In Hearts and Who's Day, you actually had long strings of lines. Was that more difficult or less difficult to do than the single words?
It was more difficult to do, but it wasn't more difficult to do because of the string of lines. It was more difficult to do because of the nature of the lines. Because I was so used to the sense of Big Macintosh as being quiet and wise, and to have him suddenly be excitable and passionate was the challenge. I was half expecting at some point to have to say some string of wisdom, perhaps, but to have to go nuts for Miss Cheerly was a surprise and a thrilling one to have to tackle.
All right. Anything else you want to say really quick before we wrap it up?
I will say I would just like to express how grateful I am to the community and how much I hope that this keeps on rolling for the foreseeable future, because it is great fun, and as I said, I think this is an extremely exciting community to be a part of. I think it is. I keep wanting to say provocative, but that's not what I'm after. It's a very progressive community, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it. It's humbling and wonderful. So thank you.
Well, we're thrilled to have you here. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much, Mr. Nick.
A pleasure. Thank you very much.
You have a great day.
And you.